Welcome to Video Game Dungeons Pokemon Light Platinum Review. Pokemon Light Platinum was made by Wesley FG using Pokemon Emerald for their hack or mod, whatever you want to call it. And being that it is made using Pokemon Emerald, it uses the same cheats as Pokemon Emerald. Just so you can all see that before we get any further. Anyone else who wants to use cheats, go ahead. I use them to get through the game quicker. Not that I don't enjoy the game, but I just want to get through it and move on to a different game, make a review for that. It's a little simpler that way. So, Pokemon Light Platinum starts you in the Zahiri League. There are two leagues to this. The Zahiri, as I'd mentioned, and Lauren. Or you can count the World Championship too, but I don't count that as a whole league of its own. I count it as the World Championship. The Zahiri League is a lot larger than the Lauren League, because Zahiri is where the most of the game will be taking place, and Lauren League is basically post-game mess. I don't know what to call this, because I didn't really enjoy the Lauren League. I enjoyed the Zahiri League a lot better, because there's a lot of issues I had with Lauren. As you can see, there's a lot of spots you can't really fly to. I'm not sure if that's a bug or something, because I got there before. I used their Pokemon centers to make sure, and I couldn't fly there after. But there's a lot of cool things about Lauren, just as there's a lot of cool things about Zahiri. Let me show you one of my favorite parts in this game. Right by Skyner City. Alright, let's go this way. We're experiencing a little lag. Nope, it's this way. Alright. My favorite parts in this game is that, you know, when you fly, it just has a little cutscene and stuff. Well, there's a region in this game where you actually get to fly. It's not just some little cutscene or anything either. It's actual flying. Fly on your Pokemon here. Yes, I'm. Alright. I don't want to go into my. Where's there? Super Rod, Lauren Pass. Oh, there it is. Use. And Pidgeot uses Glide. Sometimes it'll use a different Pokemon. I don't know why. That's another bug. But you can also get into Pokemon battles while you're flying, as you can tell. Not to mention, there's also some cool extra moves changed in the game. Lava Surf. These names are changed for specific reasons. Mostly for the Lauren League, or for the Zahiri League. Wherever you're at, there's always going to be something interesting. Lava Surf is, as you probably guessed, to surf over lava. That is in the Zahiri League. And now let's get out of here. Let's see, what else do we have? A lot of caves. Let's go to town map. Another problem with this game, you don't get a town map. You have to go Pokemon Center to Pokemon Center if you want to see a town map. The game does not give you a town map to carry around, which has always been the most convenient way to know where you're going. Alright? So, here we're in Serenity City. There's Mount Zahiri, Mount Ice Storm, Mount Shoom, Victory Road, which of course leads up to the Champion League. Route 4. That looked like a cave to me. It's over there. Mount Lauren. Most of Lauren, it will be woods or long, ridiculously long routes. Same with Zahiri. But the caves are actually pretty interesting, if you talk to some of the non-battling trainers, they might say something kind of strange. So just try it out. You might see something interesting from them. The team in this game is Team Steam, and their goal is to awaken every legendary Pokemon. Not because they want to catch it. Well, they probably want to catch it, but that's not their main goal. Their main goal was really to have them all awakened, so then Arceus would come in, put them back to sleep. But being that Arceus would battle a legendary Pokemon, even that weakens him. Arceus isn't all-powerful after all. So, after enough battles, he'll be weak enough so that, in hopes, Team Steam can capture Arceus. Do they succeed? You can find out by playing the game yourself. I'm not going to say, but you can probably guess what's going to happen, since the bad guys have never won in Pokemon. Unless you count N capturing a legendary Pokemon in the 5th generation. I don't know if that counts since he becomes a good guy. He was always a good guy. He's probably one of my favorite rivals. So, there's a lot of islands, as you may have noticed. There's a few islands over here. A few islands there. The Imatari Islands up there. And the World Championship Island. Every island is a post-game thing, basically. Either holding a legendary Pokemon or World Championship. All the other islands have Pokemon, legendary Pokemon. And over here, if you ever watch the anime, this name should sound familiar to you. The Orange Islands, where you can capture Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno. There's islands where you can capture Kyogre and Groudon, right over there. Kyurem should be somewhere around here. I know it's on this side. I recall Zekrom and Reshiram being in Mount Zahiri. But that's all post-game stuff. You won't be able to catch them unless you finish the game. The only legendary Pokemon you can catch before post-game is Giratina. And he will be pretty strong to take on. But so far I've captured my fair share of legendary Pokemon. Let's check that out. The game itself is pretty enjoyable. It has a nice storyline, really cool points of the game. But what it missed was the depth that most Pokemon games have. Although it had a lot of really interesting parts that kept you wanting to play, it lacked what every Pokemon game, I might have to say, had. A real interesting characters. This game, it didn't have really interesting characters to me. To me, the characters were really bland and one-sided. I guess that's my own opinion, but just how I see the game. Let's check out the Pokédex. That's Generation 3 Pokédex, of course. Being that is a hack of Emerald. 201 Pokemon so far. I've caught a lot of legendary Pokemon. There's only a few remaining for me. And when you play, you should enjoy catching them too. So I'd have to give this game, I'd say 8.5 out of 10. The 8.5 comes from how enjoyable the game is, the interesting moves that you can use outside of battle, and just all in all enjoying the land and having a fun time seeing legendary Pokemon, going to a world championship, a level 100 battle, that's right. The World Championship, as I probably previously mentioned, the World Champion will use a full 100 team. So watch out for that. And the 1.5 that I deducted comes from mostly bugs, one-sided characters, and in the beginning, it can't really keep your attention that much. You have to push through the first few towns to really get interested into the game. I believe somewhere around here is where I actually got my interest into the game. These few towns, meh. I couldn't really stay interested in the game. I kept pushing through, saying that this game will get better. And it did. So, here's where I downloaded the game, coolrom.com. You can download it in the Game Boy Advance section. The emulator that I'm using is Visual Boy Advance. I suggest it for you too. It is possibly the best Game Boy Advance emulator there is. Yeah, if this could just go right. You download it right down this list. Pokemon Light Platinum, right there. Top 50 rated. And also, if you would like to, when you have time, go on my channel and subscribe. It'll really help. So, next time, just watch for whatever I have, I guess. If you want, message my page. I'll happily be able to message you back when I have time. So make sure that you have your own time also to talk to me. And also, if you have your own YouTube channel, make sure if you want to message me to ask if you would like to have a featured page, because I will add anyone who wants a featured page. I'll feature them on my channel, and only if they can feature me to theirs, of course. Basically, share for share. Alright, so until next time, make sure to drop some comments and subscribe to the channel. Have a great night, great day, wherever you are.